Well, hello, and welcome. It is that time of year when students around the globe will adorn themselves in caps and gowns and walk across stages to receive their well-deserved diploma. Class of 2022, congratulations. You did it. And today we celebrate you. Proud parents, happy educators. I'm talking school pride and spirit. Everything is such a high gear right now because of you graduates. We're excited for you. We're excited for the new chapter of your life. And in just a few short weeks, so many of you would be off to college, right? Whether it's community college, a college in your city, out of state, out of the country, in just a few short weeks, so many of you would bear the title of college students. So today I want to drop some nuggets and give you some tips on how you can stay debt free in college and just not get out of college with this tremendous student loan and debt that so many deal with. All that and more coming up. So stay tuned. Grab a pen, paper, and a friend, and we're going to talk about that in just a minute. Well, hello everyone. My name is Paulette Rolle-Alesnik, and on this channel, we talk about personal finances, even the college students' personal finances, and that is how to make extra money, how to create and develop multiple streams of income, and how to increase your wealth, because you're never too old or too young to live your life like a boss. Are you ready? So I just thought it was just appropriate, just fair for us to talk about and give tips to our college students as they go off this year. So I have 10 nuggets that I believe can help you college students or the parents of college students as they move forward. Did you know that 1.75 trillion, there is a 1.75 trillion student loan debt in America? That's just America. That's not the rest of the world. I did say trillion, y'all. $1.75 trillion in student loan. That's owed, not paid. You might want to Google that. Just fact check. I believe in facts checking. So go ahead and do that. In America alone, there's 46 million adults, graduates, that have student loan. I don't know the number for the amount who cannot pay them back or might be in deferral, but those numbers are huge. And for those of you just now entering college, we do not want you to be in that kind of debt. Now, some of you might have scholarships. Some of you might have already gone along for the ride. And the day one, when you become a college student, you have debt. Debt that is never forgiven. Your house, your childbirth, your wedding, just about any asset that you have will be forgiven in bankruptcy if something happened, medical bills, but the student loan that you're about to incur will never, ever be forgiven unless you die. You'll have to pay it off. So let's figure out from the beginning how to be smart college students. So are you ready? I hope you are ready. Okay, here you go. Here we go. 10 tips to help college students. Now, I don't have children myself, and somebody might say, why are you talking about college students and money? Because I truly love helping people when it comes to financial freedom. I just have a passion and a heart to help anybody when it comes to living free. Because imagine going to school for 4 years, 6, 8 years, and you come out of school and you can't even enjoy the fruit of your labor. You cannot enjoy your career. You're in your 40s and 50s and you're still paying for student loans. I don't think that's a way to live. If I can do anything to help, I will do that because my heart is truly to help you. So tip number one. Oh, let me say this also before I start. I do apologize. Whether you're listening to this live or on the replay, I want you to just comment below which college you're going to. Parents, tell me where your kids are going. Let's just do some school pride in the comments below. On the replay, it doesn't matter. It's all good. We want to celebrate. I want to celebrate with you as you send your children, your child to school. And if you are a college student, I want to celebrate with you. Okay? So tip number 1, learn how money works. Not just student loans and financial aid. Learn how money works in the world, period. You don't have to have a financial degree to be good with money. You don't have to be good at math to be good with money. Yours truly, right here, right here. You just need to have a strong desire to want to understand how money works. Start doing the research. Don't go to your math teacher. I wouldn't even say go to your economics teacher. You want to go to a financial, economics would help as well. But go to your financial professors. Go to those who have already graduated college, are working in corporate America, have their own business, solopreneurs, entrepreneurs, business owners. Talk to them about money, like things that you might never, ever, ever, ever learn in college. We've experienced it. And we're thinking to ourselves, well, why didn't they tell me this stuff in college? Why didn't they teach me? It's not too late for you. Learn how money works. If you borrow, you don't just pay it back. You pay it back with interest. Stay away from the credit card. As soon as you sign on the dotted line and you become a college student, the credit card applications will come. They will come. And they will give you, I'm talking, your credit limit will be higher than you want it to be. But by the time you're 1 or 2 years in, so will your bills. So understand how money works and stay away from those credit cards. Did you get that? Okay, good. Tip number 2, learn about budget and establish a budget. Even for you, you might say, but I'm just 18, 19. Some of you, if you're from my country, you enter in college at 16 and a half, 17, right? So young, you're not thinking about that. You just want to buy a soda. You just want to go out and hang out with everybody and spend $20 for a drink or a meal. But understand how money works, have a budget and stick with it. And don't be ashamed. Don't be ashamed if somebody's getting on you about your budget. Whatever you can afford is what you can afford. Okay? Find programs in your school that you can get some things for free. There's no shame in the game. You are young and you're just starting this new chapter of your life. Don't start it with debt, and don't let anybody pressure you into exceeding your budget consistently. There are times when you will go over your budget. But again, step number 2, learn about budgeting and give yourself a budget. Okay? Create a budget for yourself. Tip number 3, develop a marketable skill. And this goes without saying that many of you will probably work through college, right? But I'm not talking about just getting a job. So typically, I know, in the past, work at a restaurant, you do some night job, maybe cleaning, car dealership, whatever, so you can study and work. But consider, when I'm talking about staying out of debt and being financially free, even in college, you can start this journey now. Don't just get a job. Develop a marketable skill. Learn something that's marketable that you can use even in the future. But if you choose not to use it in the future, use it for the next 4 years. Paulette, what are you talking about? There are so many things that we entrepreneurs now hire out, right? We, in order to grow our business, to scale our business, we have to off-source a lot of things. And oftentimes, like 2 of the people that I use, a virtual assistant, people to do editing, they're college students. So look around and see what the world is using now. A lot of it is virtual. Learn something marketable. It could be editing papers for other college students, editing papers for teachers, for people like me, right? Business owners, creating content. What if you're a good storyteller? You're just good at creating content. Editing video, OMG, there's big money in that right now. Creating a YouTube channel, there's so much that you can do. So learn a marketing a marketable skill and learn it now, right? Who's to say where it'll take you? But I'm not thinking about it taking you anywhere. I'm thinking about it helping you stay debt free in college. Okay. So that's the idea. Um, some people might say, this one is so deep, but I want you kids to, not kids, forgive me. I want you college students to learn it and learn it soon. Get insured and learn about insurance. Hello, Evangelist. I see Evangelist on here. Lavanya, thank you so much for joining me. And as we talk to these college kids to keep them out of debt, please invite a few to join us. Please invite some college kids or parents of college kids. So, number 4, get insurance, even if it's minimal, and learn about insurance options. If your parents hasn't done that for you, because a lot of parents, they did not know. So now you're off to college and you're not insured, right? And oh, that's Lisa Wright is here too. You're not insured and you don't know what to do. But here's the thing, insurance is such an incredible, vast, it could be complex in a lot of ways, but you are smart, you are young. You are just tossing your cap this month or next month while your brain is growing and it's fresh. Open your minds to what'll bring you towards financial freedom and wealth. And insurance is a major part of it. You know what somebody said to me recently, as we were discussing wealth, as we were discussing financial freedom? Somebody said to me, Paulette, have you seen the car industry fail? I'm like, yeah. The airline industry, yes. What about the banks? I'm like, well, for sure. And we got to bail them out, right? But here is the catcher question. Have you ever seen an insurance company go bankrupt, belly up like a fish? Have you ever seen an insurance company go to the federal government and ask them to bail them out? No, because their pockets are deep and they have layers upon layers of security. So do me a favor, young people, learn about insurance and the options of insurance now, because you can do these things in college to keep you debt free. I hope you're writing this down. Ask your parents for help. If you want, connect with me. I can connect you with some people who knows how insurance work. That was number 3. That was number 4. Number 5, I want you to make a debt-free repayment plan. This is for those who have already signed the financial aid paper. That's okay. That's okay. It's never too late. I don't even know if you can give the money back. And they always seem to give you a little bit more than you need. But should you be in a position where you need financial aid, we will pray for you. We will. But it's okay. Create a plan of how you can pay that back, even in college. So don't wait until after college, and don't continue to just apply for deferment. You don't want your money deferred forever, because you would be like gray. You'd be old and gray and still paying your student loan back. Please create a plan. Next, I want you to build an emergency fund. You might say, what do I need? That's what my parents... Listen, life happens and it happens so fast. Yes, your parents are there to support you. Like I said in the beginning, proud parents, happy educators, happy teachers, school spirit, pride, it's at a high right now. However, you don't know what the situation will be that your parents will be able to support you financially. And even if they can, to be a financially aware young woman, young man, you should start these things. It's one of the basic rules for becoming financially free and to grow and to gain your wealth. So have an emergency fund, $1,000. And you might be like, that's a lot of money. It won't be soon. It won't be when you're putting $25 in and 25, just pick a figure that you'll put in every week or every other week and be consistent with it. Now you're going to be tempted. You're going to be tempted to buy the $3 gulp. You go to the gas station and paying $3 for this crazy sugary water. And you're going to be tempted to go out with your girlfriends and do the things that you know it's not within your budget to do. That's college. Of course you will do that. I'm not trying to be like the Scrooge of college and say, don't do anything, don't have fun. That's not me. I'm saying to be wise. Be wise. Okay? Stick to your budget and don't let anybody shame you into spending too much money on money you don't have. If they do, tell them to call Auntie Paulette, because you are a wise college student. That's what you are. And you're going to plan to pay off your financial debt while you're in college. Your financial aid, at least the first or second semester while you are in college. That's how you stay financially free. That's how you hit your 30s and your 40s and you're not stressed out about student loan. That's how you're not begging the government, oh, why don't you? You have to be wise now. We messed up, but you don't have to. Okay? And you have that emergency fund. I hope this helps you. Let me pause real quick for questions. And they're coming fast. When I'm by myself, I can't always see. All right, cool. Well, this is my friend is on here. Lisa Wright, an evangelist. Lavanya, she's on here. And she's tagging people. Thank you so much for inviting people. What if you went to school? Okay, what if you went to a school that's not what? I don't quite understand that, evangelist. Tools to ensure your future. Love it. Okay. What if you went to school that's not accredited and you graduated not knowing that you already had all these skills and you paid the school? What do you do? See, that right there is such a deep question. And that, Miss Lavanya, Evangelist Lavanya, no disrespect, is how so many of us adults, 30s, 40s, 50s even, still have debt. Because now you paid a school that's not accredited. You can't use that. You can't use accreditation, but you've graduated and paid a school and you're stuck. To me, I won't give advice because help me. That sounds honestly like a legal question where you reach back to the school. You reach back to the school. They're going to say you got the education, but I would say reach back to the school. And if they can't help you, because you can fight the fact that, hey, I thought you were accredited. Did they tell you they were accredited? Did you do your research? Who knows? It might have been a while. If they can't give you the answers, I would say, I don't know, I'm not lawyer happy, but hey, that's a lot of money to not be able to use the education you got. Education is pretty expensive. And we're going to talk offline. You and I love to connect with you offline so we can talk about that. Because I have so many friends that are educators. And myself being an educator, I know it's hard. So we'll try to figure something out. Students, next point. Build up your credit history now, and so that you can slowly let go of your parents, okay? I know you probably have your mom and your dad American Express, at least their Visa, whatever you have. You need that right now. Believe it or not, you're still a child. I know you don't think you are. Well, some of you are over 18, so yeah. But your parents are there to support you. Adults, we're here to support you. That's why you have the credit card. That's why you reach out for help as a young adult. However, I will encourage you to get one single credit card, maybe a gas card, because you have to get back and forth. If you're on campus, then no. But if you're driving a gas card, it's necessary. The car won't move without gas. And use that gas card and pay it off. So slowly build up your credit. Let me holler at you. If you do not go to the mall and get yourself a credit card from any department store, it's a hard credit. And our friend LaShonda Milton, who was a credit expert, we had her on the show just a few months ago. You can go back on this YouTube channel and you'll see her. The expert told us, do not even let them talk you into getting a credit card from the department store if you're not ready to pay that off. So stay away from those department stores. Get yourself maybe just a general Visa card for incidentals, or a gas card is a good start for a college student. But build up a little bit of credit and don't do it the way I did it. When I got to school, they just start sending me cards. And I was doing double majors, right? And all of a sudden, I got the applications in the mail. And I'm like, oh, this is exciting. How cool. So I completed them all. I applied for them all, and I got it all. And by year one, I had an American Express card. What What am I doing with an American Express card as a young lady? And I don't know anything about America at that point, much less to use an American Express. But I did. I used them all. And then I realized I had to pay them all. But I was just working part-time. I was not even an American citizen. So I couldn't work full-time. I had to work where the college sent me to work, right? And I don't know what we were being paid back then. Maybe $7, $8, $9 an hour. I don't remember, but I'm talking below minimum wage. And that's what I had to report to INS. They had to see where I work and that I was going to school. But I had all these cards. Warning, warning, don't follow me, don't follow me. Bad, bad, bad. Bad decision I made when I was younger. So I'm here to warn you, stay away from those stores. It sounds appealing. It's exciting to get the new purses, the new tennis shoes, but please stay away from them. Okay. I want to encourage you. Let me beat and take a pause right here and encourage you to connect with me. My website is on the screen. Okay. PauletteRolle-Alesnik.com. I have an online academy that teaches about multiple streams of income and how to make extra money. My clients can attest to some of the things that I do. It's exciting, but I do have a passion, especially for women and especially for young people, to create financial freedom. Why? Because I've seen so much, I have experienced personally so much pain of not having enough money. Seen it in my family. I see it in the community still, where people who don't have enough money and they make bad decisions because they simply don't know. So I want to be that multiple streams of income queen. I want to show you how you can make money and how you can rise above and keep your head above water. Is it easy? Not always. It's not always easy, but once you start, it gets easier and you have someone to hold your hand. And if you get serious and do the assignment, I'm just saying, you understand mentorship. So put it in the chat for me. Mentorship will help you to become financially free. All right, that was just my little shameless plug here while I have my hot tea. I also should let you know that coming up on the show, as you know, I have some weeks I'll have experts, some weeks I won't have experts. I'll just have women who are just crushing it. They have their businesses and they're crushing it. So next week we have with us Christina Tyler. She was a student of mine. Oh my gosh. She had a birthday yesterday and I realized if she's that age, how old am I? So Christina Tyler is an amazing young lady. She's the owner of Crown Love, which is natural hair accessories and education. So you can check her out at crownlove.com. She'll be here and she'll be talking not just about natural hair now. Yeah. We don't just want to talk about hair and stuff. How she makes money with hair and how we as a culture can break generational poverty with hair. Let's use hair and hair product and skin beauty to create generational wealth. By golly, we spend enough money, most of us, on hair and hair product to not reap some of the benefits. So if you know somebody that does natural hair, even if they don't do natural hair, even if they wear a weave or something, I want you to invite them on the show next week, Thursday, 7 p.m. And as Miss Young Christine Tyler talks to us about how we can create generational wealth with natural hair. And of course, she's promoting her product, okay? Because I just feel like us ladies, like we just spend way too much money to not be rich. We should all be here billionaires. I'm just saying. So that is coming up next week, okay? I'm talking more to the college students. I mentioned, I'm going to recap real quick. If you're just joining me, this is what we talked about. 10 tips to help college students stay debt-free and even be financially free in college. We're not waiting till we're out of college. We're not waiting till we're 26 and 30 and 46 and 50 something years old. I'm talking now. So this hopefully would take you over the threshold as soon as you become a college student and stay debt-free. Number one, I said, learn how money works. You can go back to the beginning of the video. Learn about budgeting and create a budget for yourself. Develop a marketable skill. not just a job. Don't go to McDonald's and Wendy's, wherever they eat. Be that person that does the editing behind the video. Create the content for the content creators and the influencers. Maybe you can do math for somebody if you're good in that, science, whatever. Think of a skill that you're good at and make it marketable. And that will be your work. Work for yourself in college. Chances are you're making twice as much as the fast food joint. Okay, get insurance and learn about the insurance options that you have. Learn how insurance could be your bank. And if you start now in your teens, in your 20s, that same insurance, which you can borrow against, can make you a millionaire and billionaire by the time you're my age. So get insurance and learn about insurance. I hope to have somebody on in the near future to explain the details, because insurance could be complex, but it's so good. It's so good. Have a debt repayment plan for those who already have signed for financial aid. You need to figure out how you can pay that back in school. It might be hard, but I want to bug your ear and put that seed in your heart to do it. Build an emergency fund, $1,000, which means you have at least $1,000 floating. Just leave it alone. It's not for your rent. It's not for your shoes. It's not for your food. And it's not to hang out with your buddies. It's not to get the next outfit because somebody invited you to some party, your sorority attorney. Oh my God, fraternity, you're having a party. I need a fabulous outfit. No, put it in there and leave it in there. Emergency is when your tires blow, right? When something in the apartment goes and the house and the people won't fix it in time. That's it. Somebody dies, somebody's getting married, you need to go home and you need to do it quickly. Emergency. So create an emergency fund. I should say build one. And I talked about building up your credit and slowly letting go of your parents' credit cards. Stay away from them all and the department store or Amazon. You might go in person, but stay away from clicking those cards. But get one credit card, preferably a gas one or Visa for incidental. Get one that pays you back, by the way. That's my preference. Okay, moving on. We're almost done. I know this sounds so grown up, but it's okay. Keep and get your financial papers in order. What does that mean? Your bank, understand how your checking account works. Make sure you balance, I can't even say it, balance your checking account monthly. Okay, we're swiping. You don't know what's coming in. You don't know what's going out. Please learn how to do this. You're in college. Go to an educator in finance. Let them show you, or you can go to the bank. Any other financial papers you have. If your parents gave you something that's an asset, I want you to understand that and have it in order. Have it all together, nicely packed in a paper. Yes, Grandma used to put things under the bed, but it's okay. Grandma knows where to find things when something happens in a hurry. So put your papers all together neatly. Have it with you somewhere safe. I can't say send it home because you might need it, but get all of your financial papers in order. This one might seem so trivial, but let me speak to you, young people. You're not going to stay in college forever. You're not going to stay in college forever. However, the things you do in college and the pictures you post and those TikTok videos, they're on somebody's server forever. So this next point, number 8, clean up your social media and online presence and do it now. You're not in high school anymore. You are a young adult. You could have fun, but don't put every foolishness out there on social media. Why? Because when you graduate and you're ready to get a job, that's where your employer will go. When you become a solopreneur or an entrepreneur and you want partners, when you reach out to people with money or you partner with somebody like me, you know what we do? We Google you and we research you. And it doesn't have to be a criminal activity. It just could be a bad judgment that could keep you from getting that contract. And the difference in a bad decision and in your character as an 18, 19, 17-year-old can keep you from getting $1 million contract when you're 27, 28, and 29. So I'm going to say have fun. I'm not saying, okay, you can't drink and you're not going to put, oh, I'm drinking this beer, so I'm not going to post that. Be decent. Your mama already taught you how to be decent. So don't go to college and be a complete fool or let other people post foolishness of you that will keep you or hinder your career. I hope you hear this. I hope you hear this. And you might say, what does that have to do with financial freedom? Because it would stop you from getting those contracts. It could stop you from getting the job. It could stop you from getting the internship that you need to graduate. So think about that. Think about that. I am almost done, and then I will speak to you parents. Okay, kids, last but not least, I want you, if somebody had told me this at 16 and 17, I was a little bit wild. I just might have hit them. But I wish somebody had told me to start saving for retirement. Honestly, not in a big way. It's just that the act of compound interest that I learned about in my 30s, I wish somebody had told me when I was younger, right? So start saving for retirement in some kind of way. Learn about the rule of 72, how your money multiply like every 7 years. So the rule of 72 is a simple way to determine how long it will take your investment to double. I'm given a fixed annual rate, right? Y'all have phones, Google it, watch some videos, reach out to me, learn about the rule of 72, because by the time you're out of college and you're starting a career, the money you set aside for retirement, imagine, don't put it in the bank, by the way. Bunny trail. Let me pause. Do not put your savings in the bank. When I say save for retirement, put it somewhere where you're going to get serious interest. And your assignment is to learn about the rule of 72. Okay, I need to take a breath. That was a lot, but I was trying to get all of that in 30 minutes. Because this generation, it is my prayer that this generation will not be in debt like the previous generation. You can check it out. You can call the federal government. You can call your state. 46 million Americans currently have student loan, something that never, ever, ever disappear and will never be forgiven as long as you are alive. We don't want you to be one of those people. And there's a smart way to do it. And I hope the information I gave just now help. So comment put your comment below. Let me know what school you're going to. Maybe you're already in college. Let me know what college. And I can just give you thumbs up in your school colors. And if you want to be a little bit more in depth, just tell me your college plan, your financial college plans. Say, hey, I didn't have one, but I got one now. I'm excited. Okay, let me see if we have any questions that I can see. Good. Thank you, Marsha McKenzie. Well, hi. Marsha McKenzie is watching. I think this is from my hometown. Very, very intelligent. Okay, there are no questions at this time, but thank you guys for joining me. If you're listening on the replay, you still can drop in the comments below what school you are attending, what school you will be attending, your colors, parents, just shout out, put pictures if you want of your kids. Just want to say hello and congratulate them. Okay, parents, now it's on to you. This video truly was targeted to the college students to be. But they are your kids and they will be forever, right? We grow up, but we're always somebody's child. Parents, here are some steps to help the ones who are probably not in college just yet. The middle schoolers and the high schoolers, you can plan on sending them to college debt-free. I would say just a few pointers. Adjust your college. Well, start a college savings. If you don't have one, start one. Right? Start one is by when the child hits 5 years old. Most insurance company advises to start a college fund. If you have one, adjust it, just increase it just a little bit that you're putting into that account. I want you, secondly, parents, to think about scholarship. Like, have a family meeting and get every child. So often we label our children because they're not straight A students, or B, they don't have flying colors. So we don't think that child would get the scholarship, but you don't know the future. Some children blossom lately, and they might not be academically intelligent like that you think, but there might be an area that they might excel down the road. It could be in art, right? It could be in some kind of music or sports. These kids will blow your minds when they have somebody to support them and to cheer them on. So parents, if you see your child excel at something, I don't care what it is. It could be talking. They could be a speaker. It could be fixing tire. It could be cleaning. Please encourage your child and think about scholarship. Just put that word in your house. Put it out there in the atmosphere and start praying so that your children can go to school debt-free and you're debt-free. I'm just saying, just a thought. Meet with your high school counselor, actually middle school. Start talking to counselors so the children are taking the proper course and the teachers are guiding them in the right way when you're not there. Consider, this is so key. Think about AP classes, right? I didn't know about this until maybe just a few years ago, that students can actually take AP classes and have college credit for it. Many students are now graduating with 2 years worth of college credit. And some parents, like I spoke to somebody just this year, they don't know. Don't sleep on your kids. Push them, encourage them to do these things. Okay, so really consider enrolling your child in AP classes, and with a little bit of encouragement, sometimes, the academics go up. Make sure the home life is as best as you can make it. Life is not perfect, but when children have good home lives, I find that their education, it's better. And make them do their homework. I know they got TVs and phones and all this stuff, but you know what? School is just for a season. Get off your phone, get off that computer, stop playing games, do your homework. It pays off. Okay, visit college so your kids, if you really want your child to go to school or they have a desire, I don't care if they're getting D's right now, it's okay. Take them to a college so they can visually see. Let them see the joy of college, and it's going to spark something in them to say, maybe I want to go to college too. That might be the turning point. That might be the pivot for them. Parents, it's going to take you to do that, though. I want you to do this for your kids. And last but not least, parents, I want you to help your children have at least, and this is to help your kids, middle school and high schoolers, have at least 2 to 3 months of, their allowance or whatever they get. Some of them work now, but have 2 or 3 months of their allowance or their income in savings. You know why? It's preparing them to create budgets. It's preparing them to know about money. They're going to ask you, but Mom, why can't I spend all of my money? I made $50 this week. It will start the money conversation, right? So they make $50 in allowance, 25, I don't care. I'm just picking numbers out of the ear here. It doesn't matter what you give them for allowance. It doesn't matter what they make at McDonald's. Parents, I will encourage you, even if you don't do it, encourage your child to have 2 or 3 months of their income or their allowance in saving. It's theirs. And tell them they're not to touch it. Because what you're doing is you're allowing this awareness to come. And maybe you never had it like me. Nobody sat me down to talk about money. But once I learned about it, I learned how to make my money work for me. And I'll be doggone, I said, I will not be broke, because it's so easy to make money. It's so easy if you put some simple steps in place and you practice them. And I don't have kids, but I have a passion for kids, and I have a passion for people to have money so that they can have peace in their lives. So I encourage you to have your kids put money in a savings. So really quickly for the parents, I said to create a college saving for your child. Start at age 5. If you already have one, adjust it, increase it just a little bit if you can. I want you to start the language of scholarship in your home, not financial aid, not getting this college. It's not to say that you will have a scholarship, but I think when a dialogue starts, people start thinking about it. And it's something about your brain. When you talk about things, it's just like, whoa, how did it come to me? Because you know what? You find your way to things that you desire, even secretly. Meet with your high school counselors. Consider dual enrollment, like an AP class, so that your child can graduate with with college credit. That's going to save you money and them money because they're getting these classes for free. And you and I both know the first 2 years of college, they make you pay for the same thing that you could have gotten in high school. Let me stop and say, shame on these colleges. Y'all should know better. So if you can get that done in high school, you'll save money. Next, I said to visit colleges, not online, in person, so the child can get an idea, a feel, the sense, the energy of what it is like to go to college. If you have an older child in college or family, some siblings, take the child with you when you go to visit that college student. Last but not least, I want you to teach your child to put 2 to 3 months of saving of their income or their allowance in a savings account so that they can start talking about money habits, saving habits, budgeting habits, straight up college money habits. Okay? I hope that helps you. I need to have some tea. That's just what island people do. Thank you for joining me, everybody. It's been exciting. Once again, my sister's on here. She has college kids, so smart. I appreciate you. My Bahamian family, just supporting me on these chats. Some of the rules is different. The laws are different between the Bahamas and America. But to me, common sense is common sense. You start saving for your child's college. It's fine. So if you need more information, go to my website. It is myname.com. Some of you have reached out to me on Facebook and other social media platforms. Say, hey, Paulette, how can I connect with you? Well, I do coaching, or I have online classes that you can just plug into. Okay, I have an online academy. So just let's get connected. And before I disconnect, I want to thank my viewers for coming on. There are more videos on my YouTube channel. So all of them don't get to Facebook, but they're all on a YouTube channel where I have some experts or just some women that are crushing the industry, and I have them to come on the show. So you can go on my YouTube channel and watch those and share them too and comment. Next week on the show, I have Miss Christina Tyler. Christine, actually, like I said, she was a student of mine. She had a birthday yesterday, and I saw her age, and I was just so depressed. I was so depressed because she was my student, and I'm like, are you what? So I'm hanging in there. If she's 30, I'm 32. I'm just saying. So anyways, she will be here next week, and it's going to be good, ladies. I see on this chat all women. It's going to be good because Christine owns a company called Crown. Like our Crown love, the love of Crown. She is coming not to talk to us about hair. We got it, right? You have it or you buy it, whatever it is. But she's going to talk to us. How can we create generational wealth with natural hair? She will be talking about her product as well. But hey, I'll be doggone. We spend so much money on hair and hair product. But how much of the benefit do we reap? That's the question for you, ladies and gentlemen. That's the challenge for you, because the hair industry is a multi-billion-dollar industry, and how much of it do you have, right? Financial freedom possibly can come through hair products, something to think about. But again, thank you so much. I appreciate you joining me. I'm going to sign off now. I don't see any questions. Shout out to my sister, Yazzie. I love you. Show me some love in the chat. Give my brother some love. Miss Marsha McKenzie, my sis here, she's my schoolmate actually, and friend from my hometown, Evangelist Burgess. Hard-working woman of God. We volunteer together. It's so great to have you guys on the show. I appreciate you. And I hope that you can join me next Thursday. I'm here every Thursday. But bless you. And I pray that you guys can share this information with other college students. And if you don't have a college student, just share it with family members, friends. Bless you all. Bye now.